Hello, everybody. Mr. BadMae here, and just wanted to update you guys on what's going on in the world of ATS, air quote, competitive or logged trucking. As you guys may know, I do run a VTC named BadMae Logistics, namely over at Trucky for about the last 6 months, 7 months or so, and we have been top in Trucky for every month. um, just recently, a couple of days ago, we expanded over here to a new platform to us. I think this has been around for a little while, and this one is called VTLog or VTLog.net. And I just wanted to walk you guys through how to get in, sign up, and get this thing working. If you may be interested, or perhaps interested in joining, BadMae Logistics. Even we do aim to be number one here, as well as Trucky, both in profit and distance over here, and then in hardcore points over on Trucky. So yeah, without further ado, let's kind of jump into it. So you will use your Steam when you first come to VTLog.net. It will ask you how to log in. You can choose Steam or you can choose Discord. Log in either way. I recommend using your Steam. When you do get logged in, it's going to have, and I don't think I can see it anymore, but on your dashboard, yeah, I can't see it anymore. It will have 4 or 5 things that you must complete. The first thing you're going to want to do is come up here to the top right where you see your name, and you're going to want to go to settings, connections, and then right here in Discord, there's going to be a little box, right? It'll be like this big thing. You won't see your Discord ID, but it'll be a little box. You click on that, it's going to prompt you to connect to Discord. You go through that, and then it will set up your Discord connection. That is required. The next thing that you're going to do is go back in your dashboard. Again, you're going to have those 4 or 5 things. Make sure you check mark complete as connecting to Discord. You will have to go and click on another thing that will be displayed that states look at their premium offering, which would take you over here to their premium account area to kind of highlight their Patreon offerings. Now, you don't have to purchase any of these, right? If you just want to try the system for free and check it out and see what it's about, which I highly recommend, you just have to simply come here and look at it. And then you would go back again to your dashboard, click the big orange buttons as mark as complete. And then that should be, 2 out of the 5 things done. The other thing you have to do is install the logger, of course. So I do believe that is it settings? No. So up here on the left, you can click that and you'll see prepare your truck, download VT client. You would come in here, you only download the top one. That's all you need. Download that. It's a telemetry, runs in the background. There will be no program that pops up. You will see here in the top left, it says client status offline. This only comes online once the game is started. There are some nuances with this. Whenever you start the game, it'll say online. When it goes to online, it reads what's in your mod list. What is in your mod list at that point in time will always be in your mod list. Now, you can add to it and it will build, and that's fine. If you remove from it, it will not detect removals until you restart the game. So if you have something in there, perhaps it's not an SCS file, perhaps it's just an open folder that you're running as a mod. It might be paint jobs or, you know, whatever mod you're working on, you might have it in a folder type. And if that's the case, it will see that as a mod and you will not be able to verify those. We'll talk about that, what verification is in just a moment. Just be mindful of that. Make sure anytime you remove those air quote folder mods, remove those, restart the game so that VT logs doesn't see that in your mod list. All right. So how do we verify mods? For mod verification, you'll come up to your name, you'll click on mod verification, and then here you will click on this. It will have a pop up, which if I click on this, you guys won't see it because I'm not sharing that part of my screen, but it will open up a file open window. You'll navigate to your mod area. So documents, American Truck Simulator, mods. You would find the mod that you need to validate. And this is only applicable for local mods, but you would find that mod and just upload it here. Now it does need to be under 5 gigs as specified here on VT logs. and then you upload it there. It only takes the system a minute, maybe 2 most, to verify those mods. Once they're verified, you'll see down here in the bottom it is approved, and then those mods can be, ran continuously by you or any of your mates, to get points or money in VTLog. So, in the event you need to get a mod approved, how will you know? Well, once you've done a job, if you come over to your profile, truck book or logbook, you can click here on any one of your jobs. You can kind of see what's going on. So you see your income, you see the expense. In this case, this is like where your fuel goes. For me, this was all fuel. But if you have any kind of accidents or tickets or anything like that, that would also show up in your expenses. And then at the end, you end up with what your profit is, kind of like trucking in real life, right? I know there's a little bit more nuance to that in real life, but this is a little bit closer than say Trucky. If you scroll down, go to setup. Right here's your mods. So this is all the mods that I had loaded when I did that run. And there's quite a bit of stuff in here, namely because I have, you know, 30 trucks loaded or something like that. But anyways, anything that shows up as unverified would need to be verified in order to get your points for that run. So that's where you go to mod verification, put in your mod, and get that all sorted. And it will retroactively apply. So if a mod needs verified, you go verify it, you get your points. If it comes back and says that that mod is prohibited, unfortunately, you are out whatever your expenses are. Nothing more, nothing less, but you are out your expenses because you did still burn that fuel. You did still crash into those cars, right? All that still happened. So that is one way to end up with a negative score. Um, so what if you want to drive and not have this on? Since there's no app, it's not the most straightforward thing to turn off. But to turn off VTLog logging, you would come up here to your name, go to settings, you come over to preferences. Uh, let's see, right here, enable job registration, enable job finance. Uncheck both of these, and for all intents and purposes, your telemetry is off. It will not send data to VTLog, so you can run, your jobs however you want. If you want to have a wreckfest night or something in ATS, I highly recommend turning those off so you don't get dinged for the damage. And then lastly, no, I guess not lastly, a couple of things. First, company list. This is where you would go if you wish to join a company like BadMae Logistics. Somebody come to the company list. You can search up uh, BadMae Logistics right there. You would come in and then you would see an application button. I'm obviously part of the group already, but this is where you would send your application in. Or if you want to join up with anyone else, of course, you can search for their company and join as well that way. And then how to min max your profit here is going to uh, focus all on this cargo market here on the left side. So cargo prices vary by day. Actually, they vary by hour. They are always up and down. Companies can boost certain cargoes. So if you see something like a 10% boost here, somebody has boosted bromine in this case. You can see how much money you're going to get per kilometer. And you can sort this by price, price high to low. So if I run bromine, it is higher risk, meaning if I take damage, I'm going to lose more money than I would on a typical run. But if I drive clean, I'm going to get rewarded heavily for it. So right now, bromine is top, log harvesters are second, sub grinders are third, and you can kind of see what's going on here. Now, only default SCS cargo is supported. So if you're running like John Ruda cargo or 850 modding cargo, or you've got some custom cargo pack yourself that you quite enjoy, that's all well and fine. You can run that. You will get credit for the miles, but you will be losing money. You won't make profit with that cargo, simply because the system here does not recognize it. I don't know if VT logging or VTLog ever wants to support those, but I could see why they don't. It would be a nightmare for management. But yeah, that's kind of how the cargo market works. Again, it does update every hour. You can, of course, search for certain cargo. So if there's things you like to run, like I like running logs, right? And you just wanna know how much you're gonna get paid. Or perhaps I wanna run pipes, right? I think it's large pipes, large tubes, or utility poles. You kinda see this is all for the logging trailer. If I search, it's only gonna show me those 3. So if I wanna run my own, my preferred loads, I can see which one of my preferred loads I should target, right? This pays the most. It doesn't pay as much as bromine, but I could run utility poles today, right? And make the most money I could as a logging trailer driver. So, yeah, this is a neat little tool. I greatly appreciate this. And it's been enjoyable the past 2, 3 days that we've been running it. I really do wish Trucky would build something like this, but, been poking at them for a while to get something like this made. It hasn't happened yet. So we'll see, hopefully. But nonetheless, we have VTLog now. So this has been really fun. Um, I think that's pretty much it. There is insurance and all that kind of stuff, but you guys can go in there and basically, if you take insurance, right, you're always going to lose that much of your job, um, no matter what. And then it's going to cover, you know, your fines essentially. I don't personally run insurance, but I also drive clean. So if you're a person that gets into a bunch of accidents or gets a bunch of tickets, you may want insurance. If you're into like stats, analytics, all that kind of stuff, there are a couple of things here worth looking at in VTLog. Namely, if I come into my company profile, logbook, not profile. If I come up here to live, let's see if I have any drivers online at the moment. So I can see right now I have a driver in the game. He's not currently driving. I've got another driver here. He is on a job. Looks like he just picked up. And you'll see his money starts to build. And I have another driver here. He's on the job. He's progressed 39%. He's made 2,000 profit. Looks like he had an issue there. He had some damage or something that ate up into his profit, but he's still in the positive, so that's good. He's only 39% of the way through his job, so as long as he drives cleans the rest of the way, he should be fine. And you can see here, this guy's on the move. He's starting to earn money. So this is a neat little thing. And again, everybody in the company can see this. And the other thing to look at here is your ranking system. You can rank by users. And over in VTlog, if you do end up winning first place for either profit or distance on any of the modes, realistic, masterclass, or arcade, you do get a personalized individual trophy, which again, Trucky does not have. I've only been trucking here a couple of days, so I do anticipate to move up the ladder here before the end of the month, but we'll see where I end up. Started late in the month, so next month is really the true competition. But again, I'll be out half of that month too, so stick around for August, I suppose. Uh, but on the company side, same thing. Every company is rated by class. You can see right now, we started the other day. We're up in 10th. Um, and again, it's broken down from game. So you have ETS2 and ATS. You have 3 different boards: masterclass, realistic, and arcade. And each board has right here profit total, distance total, actually profit per driver and distance per driver. I don't really look at those too much because the driver counts vary. But as a total company, like the distance total, and then refresh on that guy, you can see there we've driven 53,000 miles. Where you do profit total, and we're up to 276,000 in profit, and currently sitting in ninth. That speaks to the quality of your drivers as well as uh, who leverages the cargo market the best is what this all speaks to. If you drive reckless, you're going to end up with no money. So I do like this because it incentivizes actual good driving, unlike any system that Trucky has, which is just get the job done as soon as you can. Um, but yeah, guys, hopefully you found this insightful and interesting. If you guys want to jump out on VTLog, go ahead, jump out there, sign up. If you guys want to join BadMae Logistics, make sure you jump down to the company list, look us up, submit an application. I do review each and every one of them. I have a couple of senior drivers to help out as well with that regard. And yeah, join the Discord, ask all your questions. If you're curious about us as a company, yeah, hop over there, let us know. Always happy to help. And take care, guys. We will see you in the next one.